Alright, hello everyone, my name is Diego and welcome to my channel. So, little information about me is that I am not a CFP, I am not a professional, I'm just an ordinary person who just got into investing and wants to share my experience, hoping that I can get some sort of feedback saying what can I do better, what can I improve on, or what I'm actually doing okay on, and just hopefully you guys can give me some feedback in my portfolio just because, like I said, I'm no professional. I'm learning as I go. So I'm hoping I can get something out of it. So for this portfolio, I just started this in April 14th. Like almost a month after the whole market crash back in March. So I'm up 12%, which isn't the worst thing ever. Not like the best thing ever. 12% a month and a half. It's okay in my opinion. So the way I've broken up is I have all my ETFs in one section, all my stocks in one section. So I split it up at 80-20%. All right, so for my ETFs, I have VTI, SPHD, VYM, and SCHD. SPHD, for the ones who don't know, they're a monthly dividend. They pay monthly dividends, and their current yield is at 5.57, which actually isn't that bad. But the only issue, their expense ratio is on the little higher side. Their expense ratio is 0.3. So basically it means every $10,000 you pay $30, which it does add up, but like that's my only highest one. All right. So for my stocks, here we go. So the way I have it, I broke it down by pies. So so broke it by their sectors minus real estate. So the reason why I don't put real estate in my regular portfolio is because of how they get taxed. For the ones who don't understand, for real estate, when they pay their dividends, they get taxed as their ordinary income. So basically means, I don't know if you guys know how it's broken down, the tax brackets. But for like dividend investors, you don't pay anything until you make $50,000 just for dividends. But for real estate, it goes to your regular income. So say I made like 50K of my regular job, right? So my real estate income would be on top of my 50K. So what is it? I think it's like 10% is up to, so you pay 10% tax for like, I don't know, say like, I forgot what number was exactly, but it's like first 25 grand, you pay 10%. First like 40 grand, you pay like 12%. Yeah, however it is. But for energy, all right, so here we go. So this is probably my best pie. I'm up actually 27%. So it hasn't been the worst for me. So it's mostly because of this one, OKE. And I just added a Chevron today just to reduce the risk, just for the fact that's the only reason why. And PBA, for the ones who don't understand, they pay monthly dividends as well. They have a dividend yield of 7.26. It's not bad at all. It's like I said, it's nice consistent income. All right, so my next best one would be materials. This is HHW and CE. Haven't been too bad for me. They both pay dividends quarterly. All right, after that, financials. So financials, I have 4 in the sector just for the fact that I thought that we like the safer options to be the first one to come out of like this whole recession. So which reality haven't been too bad, but my favorite one for this one would be the Main Street Capital Corporation. The reason why is because they pay monthly dividends, and it has a dividend yield of 7.88, and I already made $1.51 from them. So they're actually not too bad. But the only issue with this stock is their payout ratio is on the higher side. So eventually they might cut their dividends. Something just keep in the back of your mind, which I know they're going to cut it. They're going to cut it eventually. So when they do cut it, I'm going to take them out. But until then, I'm just going to ride the money, I guess. All right, and there we go. And you guys know Visa. And these 3 are their safer options. They're not going anywhere. All right, that's consumer discretionary. So this one, Home Depot, McDonald's. Home Depot has been crushing it since I invested in them, which is actually one thing I really enjoyed. But yeah, I made $1.45 from them so far. And like I said, for these 2 places, they're not going anywhere. McDonald's, they own the fast food. All right. Information technology. So this one, invest in the too big. Like these two, this is like the perfect ones in my opinion. Apple, Microsoft, they do have the lower dividend yield, but their upside for potential returns is so much higher just because Apple and Microsoft and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. All right. So communication. So I do have Disney in my communication. So I know Disney has cut their dividends, and the way it's looking right now, they might not resume their dividends until the parks start opening up. And I know there's some reports that Disney World is about to open up, so that is upside for them since their parks is, I believe it was like 30% of their revenues. So if everything goes better, then I do expect the parks to start opening up, causing more revenue for Disney, and hopefully by January 1st, since they do pay biannually dividends, that they're going to resume January 1st and start getting money back for them. But in the meantime, I'll just invest in 30% in the rest of these companies and just 10% there. So I have Comcast, AT&T, and Verizon. So for these, like they pay high dividends, but they're not much. They're not going to grow as much, I guess, as return. All right, utilities. So I have Nextra Energy and Brookfield Fisher Partners. So this one haven't been too bad for me. I made $3 so far in this one. All right. Industrials. I have 3M and West Management. So far I haven't had any dividends from them yet, but I eventually will. All right. Consumer staples. So these two are the only ones who I haven't made a profit yet so far, or I'm still negative, I guess, which is the reason why they're my lower percentage. But I have Costco and Pepsi for my consumer staples, which I know eventually they're going to they're starting to be in green and start making money. All right, and my worst pie so far, it is healthcare, which I invested in Johnson & Johnson and Medtronic. So I have had, so I'm down 3.5% or 3.3%, but I have made almost $2 in dividends. So it's not too bad. All right, so yeah, this is my portfolio. So the way I do it is every weekend I look at how my portfolio's been doing, and I change the percentages around, which is kind of the reason why some of the percentages aren't really like full. Like I said, this one's 13, like it's only 11.7, but like the way I target is 13%. So yeah, every weekend I change the percentage, and on Mondays I put money in. So, and the reason why I put money in is just for the fact that no matter how the market is, no matter if it's like a red day or a green day, if I keep putting money in, it's going to keep making me more money because of dividends. So no matter how the market's performing, I know I'm going to get that income from the dividends, unless I cut it. That's a different story. But yeah, so that's currently what it is right now. So yeah, so every Monday, so this is what I currently did for like Monday, so today on June 1st. So I rebalanced the communication just so I can sell some Disney, so I can buy some AT&T, which right here, that's my biggest purchase for today. But yeah, I usually put around like maybe $250 every Monday, just to basically just increase my portfolio and just give me some more dividends. And like I said, if it was a bad week, I'll lower my average, so it's not like a bad thing at all. All right, done. So, all right, so the reason why I picked dividend investing is because, so I tried day trading, I tried beating the market, and I didn't have any success with that at all. Just for the fact that I do work a full-time job, so I don't have too much time to do my research. So the reason why I picked dividend investing is because you can invest in like blue chip companies, like companies that are who are not going to cut their dividends, who are dividend aristocrats, dividend kings, who constantly increase their dividends, constantly pay their dividends, and just so I can get that steady income back, which is the whole reason why I picked dividend investing as my final approach. So my ultimate goal is maybe just to keep this portfolio until I retire. So as of right now, my goal is to get around $100 per month in dividend income, which I know I'm still a ways to go. So then my portfolio is only about 5.7 grand, which it's getting there. But yeah, just like I said, I just started this on April 14th. I honestly maybe put like maybe 250 in every month, every Monday. That's something. But yeah, so thank you again.